One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course.
Drew Holiday out here hooping?
Welcome to the home of the Purdue
Boilermakers,
Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As
yeah, they're
the
looking
runner-up
tough
last
team to
year's
hold
national
on.
championship, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Is that Robert Williams? Oh. Damn, I ain't been watching the NBA enough for real. All these players.
Will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Corner's going to give them room. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Rides the back on the option to give. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
And the Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down.
Sorry, buddy. Should do that a little push. You should do it.
Trying to take it back.
Quick.
Touchdown,
this, get the INT, and take it
All
back
day
to
out
the
here
house.
hooping.
Just set the tone for this defense here.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Yeah, they playing good defense though, the Blazers. Yeah.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
I mean, it's just one bad play, but if he's in trouble,
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds the tight end.
he caught
He
it.
surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
That's a great play,
I love when
too.
QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He'll pull it on the read. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
And the Pirates in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Pirates are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down.
Oh, good play.
To the tight end.
I went to the wrong nigga. Good play.
All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's
Still
what I
the
think
same
makes
play.
this tight end
Can't
so
stop.
dynamic.
That
He's
was
so
very
dangerous
good.
once he has the
I
ball
was
in his
looking at
hands.
the
There's
running
so
back
many
the whole
tight ends
time.
out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
It was quick. Good prime guy niggas been giving out chains, bro. That's crazy.
The give to the tailback.
Bro, I was buying. Come on, bro.
24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll give it to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out
Get by
to the
that.
27-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
I'll take it. I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third
the fact they let you even get, bro,
Yeah,
that's fucking insane.
You trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth.
Damn, I didn't even get the first though.
Not gonna get there. Stop short on fourth down.
It's better that way anyway.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
It don't. If I had gotten that first, that's all you would have been talking about anyway. So let's take that.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback.
Oh, get
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20.
Not rocking screens, bro.
They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on, and just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's
freaking went that many yards just to get 10 yards.
And we are all locked up after one as
Stop
we take
running.
a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Steps away to find some room. Pulls it in, it's Trudovsky. He works his way inside the 30 down.
Almost had that other one too, but I didn't commit on it.
Nice job by the
I thought he was
receiver
going to end up getting
there,
sacked.
He sees his
To be
quarterback
honest.
on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Trying play action. Escapes the pressure going right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down, but not before he's pulled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's
right down the middle, but damn.
Touchdown ECU.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances.
Was that drop there? Was that 11? Was that 14 maybe? Was it Gantry? I don't know who it was, but that's crazy.
That in games,
Even
guys,
if the ball
take
wasn't
shots
even thrown
downfield,
that
and
well.
when you get open,
What?
you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
That was 5.
After
That was
that
my
last
tight end.
incompletion,
Wow,
here's
that's
2nd
crazy.
and 10 from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those
I went right back to him, even though he dropped the first one.
That was
Not going to
me.
catch that.
My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Pirates can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass.
Oh my God,
Same
bro.
page there.
Bro.
the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Complete on 3rd down.
Angle right, man.
20, he's got space. Touchdown, East Carolina. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting
We got
to feel
score
that
touchdown
way.
on this drive. We even have
But
hope.
you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field.
It's the secret.
Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer,
Yeah, what's the key, bro?
that my defense is not playing great, so
I'm not focused for
good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
We got RPOs. I got RPOs too.
By that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Throwing right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
No, I said I'm just going to whoop you when I play you. That's it. You just put words in my mouth. So I'm going to whoop you. I'm going to belt you. After all that, after everybody else, I don't care.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They just keep firing. Works the middle of the field. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Working the middle of the field, he knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Boilermakers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Pulls it and fires to the left. Steps out of bounds.
Freaking stiff arm is full.
They'll mark him down at the 18. The Boilermakers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play...
Touchdown, Purdue! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The DBs will back off a bit. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Really good job to pick up a...
You gotta hit this fool, man.
Out to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down.
No! You gotta react, man. I'm fucking there.
I'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target.
Beat him to that spot, bro. Give it to me. Pause, please.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Steps away. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just...
My fault. I tried to call
on
time.
that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. Ball's in the deep ball. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Boilermakers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
I love RPOs. It puts the defense in such a bind. Are they handing it off? Are they throwing the football? How quickly can I commit to this? And you see with the RPO, it just freezes the defense for a half a second. It allows the offensive line to set those blocks up, and they're able to go get the first.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The quick out to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball.
There he goes. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Zings it complete to the right.
All right,
and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive.
I'm about to say, nigga, you are right there, bro.
They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finds his man. It's Gentry.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that right receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The Boilermakers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The give to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They're working that left side. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. He's looking to pass. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a
I
rhythm,
need
right?
not
He's
to
been
call
picking
that
them
play. I
apart
shouldn't.
all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Mont Hemingway. They're up by 6 over Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a physical attack from the guys.
Finally, a block shed. I'll take it. That's what I want to see.
No more than that.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense, picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Runs through a tackle. Breaks into the
In the middle of that, bro.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football, because he is looking really good.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire.
Yes, I love it.
Just what this defense
The
did.
fucking play.
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first. your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. He's finally stopped with a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Give to the back. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Oh, man. That freaking, because of the 2 seconds.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass.
Ooh, no reaction. It's okay, we're going to get it right back. Good shit.
So bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That pick by the D might have saved their only chance to win this game. Now they got to put together a drive. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Fuck, bro. Thinking too hard.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Moving away from pressure. couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here.
What a tough situation in the game. You know you need points. A field goal is not going to do it. You'd like this offense to be aggressive. He didn't feel comfortable, threw the ball away. Big fourth down coming up.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover.
The offense
punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense, it just gave you a good stop. They need another one for you.
Out of the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Behind his tight end. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The give on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to finish.
The Pirates come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
They finally let me catch him. It's crazy.
Here comes the offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on first and goal.
I'll let you funny as hell, man.
trying to barge their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out. It's Gore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And the Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it down the right side. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback
at that time.
Sacked at the 12. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Now the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
Into the end zone.
How many? No yellow routes over there, buddy? Not a single one of y'all niggas want to be over there. Not one.
The good news is you scored a touchdown.
It's insane.
Possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust?
Insane, brother.
The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. 4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. They're just trying to rub it in. Going for the big play. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. It's really the most common type of upset.
You already not out there, but you caught something twice, bro.
It's so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.